It is 5:07. Call the meeting to order, or the workshop to order. I don't think it's really a meeting. My name's Philip Micon. We have a call. Yes. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance and Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
and subject to succession.
No, we can't see.
Oh, yeah, and we drinking water.
Well, if we declare independence, that's the only thing we can do.
No, because we were once a republic.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Read, and I have researched it. The only way Texas or any other state can secede from the Union is to have the permission of the other 49 states. That's never going to happen. Texas can't secede.
We've always been told that growing up, but
Yeah. I did look it up.
We're technically one.
How come a Brit's got to tell you Texas history?
That isn't Texas history, not US.
Okay, well, we don't have any citizens, so there's no citizen comment. I got to admit, I don't know if you're still sending out invitations to, I'm really disappointed with the lack of interest shown by any of the organizations, including the city council, in this land use plan.
County too.
maybe they're deferring to you guys.
Well, great, but I don't want to hear one single bitch when they say,
Yeah.
well, we didn't want to do it this way, because I'm swear I'm going to hit somebody.
I suspect that most of them are waiting until we get it all done and start having public hearings, and then they're going to come out.
Yeah, that's true. I did send out, on that one meeting, I sent out flyers, and I didn't get much of a response to that, so I could do it again.
Oh, please do. Every meeting, send it out to as many gazillion people as possible, and we'll see if we can just shake the trees and see if anything falls.
Yeah, I know that the other way that seems to get people to come to things is if it's dropped on Facebook. somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
The city has a Facebook page?
No, we should.
You should do. Of course, I opened yourself up to all sorts of things then, but
So what was our homework, to figure out where we're gonna play work in that?
To think about it. And then, I guess really, the way I envision our little workshop meetings is kind of have a little bit of time up front to cover things that we needed to cover or didn't quite finish from last time. I had made it up to myself to try and take the vision statements that I got from various people and try to meld them together. So I have a vision statement that I want to see if I'm on track with.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
You know, and I found a lot of the words that Chris was saying last time, just kind of listening to him tell his story about growing up here, and you tell your story about growing up here. Bring that in a little bit, and then
I
some of
like
the
where you
language.
put, Floresville has embraced a strategic location. That is so key right there.
I like what you did. That's my recommendation, and we can debate it for another 3-4 meetings. We can adopt it for now, we can come back later and tweak it some more. You can put it underneath your pillow.
As far as I'm concerned,
Grammatically, are there some issues? You have past tense and present.
But that's part of our vision, is we understand our history and we. we're
We
looking to
is
the
and we
future.
has.
We be. We done been.
Where did you see that? Mama, bad, bad.
The last
Floresville has embraced, and
Yeah,
so
you-
Floresville is a good, Floresville is known.
Or you can delete
And
the
then
has.
Oh,
Floresville
has
has.
and
Yeah,
breaks,
just
You
like
can
we.
say
delete
Floresville embraces.
Okay, we can change that.
I'm being Susan.
No,
Yeah,
no,
so then we'll-
Has is also more passive.
well, and that's what I was thinking, we're taking things from the past, and maybe they didn't know in the past how strategic we were in this area to go forward in the future. Am I saying that right? See, because a lot of people, and Jen, you can tell me, a lot of people in Floresville, when Kelly was the economic
Put it all in present.
place to go
Yeah.
to,
Yeah,
a lot of people here would go to Kelly
Yeah.
and work.
Thought they were all CPS or firemen.
Mostly, it was mostly Kelly, before Kelly shut
a lot
down.
of, a lot of Kelly.
You have a lot of Kelly here.
Until Kelly shut down.
If you weren't rural, if you weren't a farmer, you were Kelly. That's what I understood. So then Kelly shut down in what, 90-something? And then I don't know what happened, because I didn't come in until like 93, so I didn't know what
They all
happened.
went to work for CPS.
Probably,
Some of that hard work with it.
yeah. Or they went to Tinker, or they went to other bases and stuff. So kind of was so slow, I guess, at that time too.
And the other thing that happened, which is kind of interesting, is that there are a lot of Kelly employees that got employed by Corpus Christi Army Depot.
Really?
And now get an allowance to live in San Antonio and work in Corpus, even though most of the time they're not doing what they're getting paid to do. But that's a different story.
And then Toyota came around,
Yeah.
and then you kind of saw things happening again
Yeah.
when Toyota came. That's, I believe, I mean, I saw that. So, and now here we are.
Yeah, the Kelly.
But the Kelly,
Yeah, the whole, it's gonna be interesting to see too in the next couple of years, because I was talking to my friends at Corpus Christi Army Depot a couple of weeks ago, and they said that the Army Depot is now basically thinning out their civil service employee population when the contract is,
so they're thinning out, they're going back.
going back to contract.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper to have contract employees than to have real employees that you pay better.
Absolutely. That's why all my installers are subcontractors.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of
But anyhow, so
giving
yeah,
you
that's.
like why Floresville, I think, is how it is.
Yeah, Floresville is pretty much always with the exception of the rural, and the rule's gonna change too, but it's always sort of a small bedroom city on the south side of San Antonio, even though San Antonio's expanding more to the north. When I was a kid, there was a lot of agriculture, a lot of small
Yeah.
farmers, a lot of peanuts, and all that kind of stuff over there, but most of that's gone away, the agricultural side of this
It is going
community
away.
has really diminished significantly over the years.
Well, the combination of, obviously, the Eagle Farm and land prices north of San Antonio is forcing some of the bigger builders to start looking at land down here. I know Pulte are looking, no D.R. Hall have been looking for some time. So that will naturally,
Yeah.
Wow, 100 acres.
well, probably not enough, but
The other thing that happened back well before you were here is that when I was younger, my dad was still alive, the city at that point in time basically tried to isolate ourselves from growth. We didn't want.
That's what I heard.
We didn't want anybody from the town that could compete with the local merchants because we knew so many merchants that were out there.
I heard
So
that.
we,
hey, what's up?
we for many, many years kept Floresville from growing for that very purpose.
Right.
Commercially.
And pretty much when we became general rule, Chris, not general
Home
rule,
rule.
charter, home rule, that's when things kind of like exploded, really. We were general rule forever and a day,
Yeah.
and then when we became home rule, that's when everything was coming in. It's interesting, I don't know.
That they could see the signs, they could read the tea leaves
Something.
and knew they had to get control. And the only way to do it,
But-
declare 5,000.
And then get, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
But we're here.
Anyhow, what I was going to say to your comment, I think since Ray and Chris are not here, that I'm okay with, basically accepting it. I'm ready on the opportunity to review it.
It's better to read it tomorrow than the next
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
It's very good
yeah.
blueprint.
I'm very happy
For those guys.
Okay.
Latest scam going around. They get an email today from Amazon telling me that the $1,000 TV I just ordered is, and it's all official on Amazon form and everything, that's being shipped tomorrow. And it's going to someplace in California. Well,
Okay.
and I had somebody she's been
No,
checking it out for me.
that's-
It's not Amazon, it's a
Next-
scam.
Next,
It looks
next week
just
they will
like,
have-
I say the email, you'd think it was Amazon. But what do? You call that number up and say, I didn't order this, and they say, well, give me your
So
details.
you're not gonna make it tonight then?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I'm
just
not
beware,
sure
if you
if
see
it
anything like
makes
that, it's a scam.
Shoot, I wouldn't pay $1,000 for it.
Well, be careful, I mean,
55
I
inch.
understand if you have to buy, be careful.
I was looking at it and
Okay.
going, well, why don't you ship it to me?
Exactly.
I still got it.
It's just not leaving, so.
Here, look. It's all official, you scroll down, and everything looks just like you would like on Amazon.
It's to you and Michelle.
I need to do Michelle,
Oh.
yeah. So that automatically comes to me. And it's spam, what you do is, and then you either click on this, and I haven't done, or you call this number here, and then they get your information, and they say, oh, it's all for you, and they just got all your information.
Wow.
So Chris, what would you do?
Okay.
Yep.
So, that was just by way of kind of following up, trying to close that loop. I brought some, we started last time with our fund marker exercise, and keeping in mind these kind of, just for right now, kind of 4 different areas. And so what we're interested in is identifying where the obvious places are that we need to be, our community needs to be playing, or we need to be working, where we need to be caring for each other in our community, and where we need to be living. And then think about, we're going to start thinking about the integration of those and how they set up next to each other. Right?
I was going to ask you a couple of questions about that, because I look at San Antonio, and you have the medical center. I'm sure somebody didn't sit down 25 years ago and say, let's do a medical center there. It just seemed to happen.
Well, you know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Is the Methodist Hospital
Right.
was built out there a ton of years ago and everything moved around.
Yeah,
That's
but
it,
there were
yeah.
some big money people that were involved
Yeah,
in where it
yeah.
was put.
So we have, with Floresville, we have the hospital where it is now, but then way to the other side, the south side of Floresville, we've got the Veterans Home, and it's all split up, so, you know, just
The
looking on
VA
one thing. you
hospital's
can't-
out there though, isn't it? At the Methodist?
Where?
I don't know. I
In
just
San
thought it
Antonio?
was-
It's in that general vicinity here.
Medical center out
It's
there.
in the medical center here. VA hospital is in.
The hospital,
In the medical center.
So, you know, kind of, well, like any plan, you gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start.
You gotta plant the first tree.
Right.
And then forest grow around it, so.
Well, if we already have a hospital there on 10th Street, on the entry point of Floresville,
Right.
it's pretty much the land is locked there unless, I don't see how you put any other medical facilities there.
Is it
North.
off the page?
No, it's not.
North.
Well, I mean, depending upon what you're talking about, what medical facilities, you've got the hospital there, you've got the small medical office building there, you've got Allied across the street
Oh,
from there.
that's true, that's true.
Where's Manny's?
And there's land right next to that too, that's true.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, that's the top of
There
that
you go.
one?
Yeah, this is 97.
Oh, okay, and here. And this is the top of
Oh,
this
yeah.
map?
No, this is actually a zoomed in version on downtown where we're gonna have more land uses that we're looking at.
hospital's out yonder.
So it's out yonder.
That way, yonder.
Yeah.
Over there.
We're here.
It's not my favorite, is it?
Three fingers, okay, so then we're
Put a
looking at,
Band-Aid on so we can.
looking at,
That's usually it right here.
You know, with the new people out at the cycle ranch, they don't have near the injuries. I'm sure the area and the
Also,
hospitals.
a medical office building that's next to it.
and that's one thing to,
And there's a,
This is McCoy's overhead.
This place,
you like that little bit?
Allied Medical Center.
Yeah. It's not eyeshadow, it's for hospital. If you think you're not thinking of, kind of a rose collection around.
What is happening to the land between the hospital and?
They were still working on getting it platted for further development, the Hughes. It's owned by the Hughes.
So one of the things that tends to happen with hospitals is you get, it's called agglomeration.
Yeah.
Where the.
Ancillary businesses open up.
So,
Well, it makes sense.
and that's only, it makes sense, and it's a good thing to capitalize and make sure that your zoning ultimately enables that. That's usually a good thing.
yeah, that's all.
So, the Hughes own that land next to it,
And you want to.
but we can tell them what we're going to put on it.
You can tell them?
Okay.
You can tell them what it's zoned at.
Well, we can designate it on the future land use plan.
Right.
Okay.
That we think that in the best interest of developing Floresville,
We don't want foundry, that needs to be medical building.
it needs to be, we need to build on this agglomeration here.
Absolutely.
And that's, you're talking about this parcel here, or
Yeah.
Right next to it.
What's the one behind it?
Somebody likes it better.
Basically right the way through to business 181.
I think it's a gentleman named Varela. He owns part of it there. Where
The one with the
goods-
llamas and
Yes, that's Varela.
the old car and.
Yes, that's his property,
Okay,
yes.
I was smiling right past that
Yes,
one.
he's in our ETJ, so he's not in our city limits, but he's in our ETJ. On the backside, the business loop.
He's,
The bypass.
where is, he's right here.
Okay. And he's,
Got llamas.
He's in the
He's not
ETJ.
ETJ.
What
Yeah,
color,
he's
what
ETJ.
color are llamas?
He's got llamas, sometimes, yeah.
There's a
ponies.
Shetland and some donkeys,
Mhm.
2 llamas,
my daughter wants us to get donkeys.
get miniatures.
I know what's gonna happen, like every pet that we've ever had is whose responsibility is gonna be.
Tell me about it. Oh, I'm smiling.
I don't know what happened, Barbara.
I was balking the other night in the big kitchen sink. I was so tempted to switch that down waste disposal. Tell the tail going around.
He's crazy.
When I was a kid, I tried flushing the kitchen family, come on, it didn't work.
Swimming up. No, no. Sorry.
Cats don't like.
Give it a swirly.
Didn't have that.
All right.
I know.
The public is missing. so-
I'm missing, yeah, it's all good.
And then here, just. Okay, so yeah, so we're looking here at the hospital.
Mhm. It's a county hospital.
Okay. Yeah. Just flows
Oh.
all that shit.
There's a car dealership. How old is this thing?
These, I think these are 2010.
Oh, we should have.
What are you missing? It's ridiculous.
Hello,
you, sir.
Hello, everybody.
How are you? You made it?
Always.
You made it.
I think that's,
Donnie, H-E-B.
that's why
Oh, I'm getting gas on my car.
Is that the ramen next to you?
I got pictures, that one is all in brush.
What's this over here?
That's the middle school.
Middle
Yeah.
school.
Oh, okay.
I would,
I live right here.
Okay, middle school, high school, H-E-B.
Yep.
Middle school. See, we try to keep our schools together. Actually, we used to have, this is the elementary right here.
Yep.
Okay, here's our elementary. Here's, and it kind of goes to the high school. And then they kind of, when you're in elementary, they'll even take you to the middle school. And we try to keep all the schools together. So we've kind of done that. Because the old primary was in the middle of town, but now it's our justice
It's our courthouse.
courthouse annex.
County courthouse.
Annex center, it's our annex.
Until our real courthouse gets repaired.
If they're not moving back.
No, in fact, they're gonna make use of both buildings, that's what they're gonna, which is good, I think it's a good
Makes
thing,
sense,
yeah.
yeah.
Because they're gonna make a library in there too. Oh, and that's another thing, they're gonna put a library. The library is across the street from us, but now they're gonna move it down here.
I've had a lot of people on two pleased
There's
with
a
that.
Really?
veterans,
They wanted it in the old Walmart building.
where,
Well,
that's a veterans.
what do you think about that?
it's
Home.
Nursing vet.
Nursing.
It's a big building for the library.
Give them calls.
You are.
This is
Yes,
a
over.
nursing home.
Good.
Who's got it?
The calls I got, they wanted to put,
Oh, where?
put 3 retails in there.
Where?
Walmart.
Build one.
Oh, good.
good share.
So we got our schools in place, so we're good with our schools. And our hospitals up north.
Blackwood. Oh, need a highlight.
That's city limit line.
Mine should say-
The yellow one, yellow one.
The other one's ATJ.
It's a lot of land.
Mm-hmm.
What's that next to this? Is that also G Street?
Is this
Nursing
us?
home?
That's Sixth and G.
That's a nursing home.
This is the nursing. home.
Wilson, it's that too?
So
That's
there's
Yeah,
two
they have
of them?
2 buildings. They have an old building and a newer center.
And you've also got the old hospital building now that's used by the gas for the ambulance company. Yeah, up there too.
Is it-
The hospital's under contract too.
Yeah, it's
What
right
is
here.
it?
This is the old hospital. Is this the old hospital or is this the old hospital?
Where's the city?
Well, here's
Ruben
Hospital
says it's
Boulevard.
under contract.
Here's the park. Here's
Oh,
the
this
park.
is
His name is William Chandler. He's part of the-
Oh, right here. This is the old
But
hospital. There you go.
They have another guy that
So
they.
it's under contract for another use, or?
Do you know what they're gonna use it for?
Offices.
Offices and housing and like, and they're focusing obviously to Oilfield, but like classrooms, they have some big rooms, they can build for
Oh.
classrooms or training seminars, things like that. They'll use part of it perhaps for housing, they could, because every one of those rooms has a bathroom.
Yeah.
And then from the big space, building more offices. Multi-tenant, because it wouldn't be just like one person.
So it would be a brown.
It would be a purple.
Where are you getting, there's no purple.
Actually, they're going.
Mixed use is the standard.
They called me, no, the fire protection person called me. So I told them, I can't give you a quote, because I haven't even got the main ones, the main people to call me.
Do we still have doctors using that medical office building there next to the
The
hospital?
fire protection contractor called me. They
Okay.
want to know price
The
of
ambulance?
permit.
No, there's two
I'm like,
doctors.
give it to them, 'cause I haven't got
No, not
the.
the old
No,
hospital.
the
There's a
main
old medical
one
office
called
building
These
me.
here.
that's right next to.
I'll give them a call.
And there's two doctors and a
The,
dentist.
Yeah.
Something like
the,
that.
So those are still.
There's another issue there, that work out with
Travis,
everybody.
and that where
Yes,
Travis
yeah,
is?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
It's sort of,
And Frisch.
part of it approaches City Park, is, but it's there.
This area or?
Really?
The veterans?
Really?
Uh,
This is
And,
apartments now.
Well, whose parking is that in the back? Is that,
It's private parking.
is that
but
hospital still?
It's hospital.
Okay,
It
that's
is
what
always
I
an
thought.
aggravated part right there. to
Those are
utilize the
apartments.
park.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
they're
Which is-
building
There's
new
no
ones.
other
But-
ones right there.
And
As
then
far as
we
the
have
easements
right
on the
here,
transfer
we
and
have
everything,
that
there's a
Studio
big
C
difference.
21.
Wow.
Route 21.
That's
It's a
kind of like,
Oh,
I
1965.
was gonna say. Wow. Okay.
Purple,
And the part of the
I guess.
encroachment
What's
is
in
in
there?
front,
Multifamily.
so it's not like it's,
Yeah, you can use it, you
yeah,
can,
so it's nothing.
it's even like a such.
You know,
You weren't here.
But
But they still
First
gotta get
Reward
that
the deeds,
straightened
get
out.
paperwork
One of
straight.
the citizens got out, she said, they're gonna put
Yeah.
another house up there right here.
What is that one there with the pink roofs?
That's the VA,
Sexually.
That is the VA.
that's the veterans home.
So much, yeah.
Oh, really?
Didn't say that.
Okay, well, you got your veterans home here to show the apartments?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, good.
And Studio C, and this is a post office. What color is post office? Oh, agree, thank you. These are apartments,
Those are
they're
apartments.
senior
The senior,
citizens. That's
Teddy's
cemetery.
future home
You've got an office going over there by the post office across the street on the corner.
Here? Oh, really?
Across from the post office. But on the corner.
Corner of,
Right here? Because Studio C is there.
there. Who's in my office?
There I
Here's
am.
one of those parking.
Right there. Yeah.
I want to know how you know all this.
Just listen. Whitmark's.
so you said office in here, right?
Mhm.
And dance studio,
I
employees.
thought you wanted me to keep up with what's going on.
I do. Well, you just want to know how you know, I don't. I was drinking the wrong bars.
Oh, these are apartments.
Yeah, that's,
Is that gonna, looks like it, is it phased to continue?
It was supposed to continue, but it's not going to now, because he sold that piece of property.
You sold the back part?
Yes, and it's a very interesting situation there, because there's no,
No access?
well, they supposedly he has an easement to go back there, but it's,
So he sold the piece of property without
Yes.
platting it?
yes,
Mhm.
exactly. Oh, boy, I get that a lot. I get that a lot.
What do we want to happen with that? Should it probably continue?
Well, it
Process, or
makes
should it-
sense, it makes sense to continue,
Yeah.
and it's really pretty nice property there too. That's really nice over there. And then you have really nice, this is Sunnyside, is this Sunnyside?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is it's a nice neighborhood, there's really nice properties, nice land.
they're gonna subdivide that.
This is like 30 acres here, and they're planning on subdividing, but there's this little piece of 10 acres or so this year that they still need to plat. They wanted to do oil stuff there.
Oil stuff, meaning they wanted to drill there? They
No,
wanted to.
truck-
they wanted to store their equipment,
Okay.
things like that.
yeah.
And then there was even talk of
Yeah.
another RV park there too.
No,
Yeah.
not in a residential.
Yeah, and that's what I told them, it was residential.
That's going to be subdivided, that piece there?
Yeah, they're wanting 400 and some odd thousand, could have been bought for 136 2 years ago. Maybe more. And that's Alan Hartman. And that's Alan Hartman's son.
This is the Blackstone Dilworth property, right?
Where, here?
Yeah.
I don't know who's.
A man who owns
Oh,
the,
here's Dilworth up there.
a man who
yeah.
owns,
This goes over to 537.
Yeah.
the gas stations on 1604 and 37 owns this property.
Is it 38 acres?
I can't remember his name.
What is this at?
It's
Off
behind
Sunnyside.
those apartments, those little fourplexes.
Behind those,
This right here belonged to Jared,
it belonged to Jared.
Jared Muth, he swapped that.
Mhm.
And this is what,
David did that right there.
That's what they, yes,
This has horrible access.
I know.
Oh, there it does.
what's right in the ditch?
No, but it's, yeah, driveway, which Olson had his house is about that wide. That thing's been swapped.
It has been
What's
swapped.
this here?
Hmm?
It's got a, width, it's just right there in that low spot on Sunny side.
Oh, next, Chris, next to the apartments there,
Here?
that's gonna be a manufactured home park. 15 homes, 15 manufactured homes are going in there.
I'm down to 15.
That's all we can do with the capacity of fire protection and stuff.
Good.
Make it 5.
Minus 4. There was a,
Of course, Ray has an RV park back up yonder.
interesting,
Everything's for sale.
and then,
This is Stones is
Oh, really?
penciling.
Way out there. Where's
That's
that?
good, because you got double access.
I put in oversized water sewer.
You hear stuff
Did you?
everything? Right here.
Okay. What's happening with that?
Well, he's trying to,
It's just showing
the problem with
That
this land
shows
is
it
half of this
inside.
land is in our CCN and half of it isn't. So we're trying to get the water, he's trying to get water.
But you're showing all of it in the city limits.
That was the map I gave you, right?
This here,
This railroad, yeah.
because that's what we have the big issue on.
You know, the other issue is contiguous to the school, you know, where it's at. And you got, you know, there's child predators and registered.
Exactly, exactly. And it's alternative school, they already have issues.
If you go to the RV
I
park, you
jumped-
check them out, every one of them has 5 guns.
I jumped up and down about it, and then they
Well,
said
on the
we
P and
couldn't
Z,
do it.
this came before the P and Z because they thought it was inside the city limits. We rejected it.
Yeah.
And when they rejected it, they suddenly found that half of it was outside, so they went to the county and the county said, okay.
Kind of give him a permit for it.
Isn't that brilliant?
But
Were they
even with that being
subdivided or
said,
just- were they
when the
just-
school deal pops up, when somebody to school, you know, I mean, if you own that, are you gonna be responsible for registering every sex offender that moves
Oh,
into your
no,
RV
no, he said that he's gonna, run background
Oh,
checks. I
polygraph
said, so
everything,
you're gonna
sure.
have them sit back there for 5 or 6 days while you do an in-depth background. And then it's their buddies.
Right. Oh, and then I guess he's gonna provide shuttle service with a golf cart ropers on the back road.
No, I'll do that.
Okay, and then our sewer plant,
Cindy, while you're over there, did Martin Luther ever do anything with stuff he was trying to put right there where your hand is?
Oh, here?
was who?
Wasn't it Mitchell, Martin was living?
He was,
Oh, he's over here.
he's still working
He's
on
right
getting,
here.
Okay.
he's
It's one of
working,
them.
right here.
Right here.
Mhm.
Okay.
He's still working on that.
Here's that parking there. The little bitty triangle.
Oh, I see.
There's an entrance, the hospital back
Yikes.
entrance.
You guys are tigers?
The other encroach.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's
I
nice.
see that.
Except the
I
girls are.
I moved here after the kids graduated.
It's Floresville, it doesn't surprise me, seriously. I get, okay.
Is that part of the school, sorry?
This is Tiger Lane. Believe it or not, there's houses in, see there are houses?
Yeah, so is.
Yeah, yeah.
There's houses there, owned by Steve Smith. And,
Okay.
It's just out front.
Surprising.
Is that part of the school?
yeah, this is the schools.
His dad right there, both good.
I was gonna say, Steve owns what his dad owns.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, they're 100 would have been
Is
out.
this just school stuff, or is the
Yeah.
city having?
Yeah, but I'm-
No, this is school, all this is school.
How's it going, or what is it?
This is-
It looks like old, ground storage.
Yes, this is our tower and our ground storage and, this is the tower, yeah,
Yeah.
ground storage, yeah. And this is the phone company or gas company or somebody.
Yeah, it looks like a substation.
Mhm.
I don't know what that is.
Somebody's house
But it's interesting.
Andy's
That's-
house is,
over here.
I guess they probably sold it to the school district,
Mhm.
and the school district said, yeah, you can keep access there.
Actually, it didn't, they blocked this
Yeah,
down.
there's a gate across there that
There's a
stays
gate
locked.
here.
I mean, they can open it because B Street sometimes closes because of high water,
Yeah.
and they allow
Is
access.
that a house?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Just trying to get the
Goliad Road is our
Wastewater plant.
wastewater right here, see
Yeah,
it?
I can
There's the
see
track.
that. Which tracks there?
It's our white plant. And then, interestingly enough, because it's there forever and a day, our workshop and stuff is over here.
Go ahead and draw it.
Are we expanding that sewer?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in the plans, yes.
I heard they're selling the beer warehouse.
Yep, the BDC's working on that.
They gonna air condition it before they sell it?
No, not even gonna fix the bathrooms.
Wasn't that
That's
changed
us.
though?
I'd like to see them level
$20,000
together.
There's
or
the
something?
city workshop,
How much are
Oh,
you
for sure.
the fleet,
They're having a
getting?
brokers
CMA?
and
opinion.
then,
CMA certified.
No, they're gonna do brokers, I think.
it's not the
Maybe
city,
it's
Marcel.
what they're talking about is there's a little, it's a
They don't
little,
need to be
it used to be
in
called a
business.
beer warehouse, because they used to distribute beer when the railroad tracks went through it. Our economic development rents it out, and where is it?
South Second and C.
So it's
What is it?
right here?
Well, South Second.
No, right here.
Right there on the road.
Yeah, it's really neat, it's a
So
neat little
that's a-
building, but it's where people can have parties, so like maybe 100 or
But you
less.
can't potty or you can sweat.
It's best to do it in cooler weather.
It
But
rents
it-
really cheap.
It's neat, it's really neat.
They gave us a
$5
surprise
off.
anniversary party in August there, and it was comfortable.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
got all those ceilings.
yeah. It's kind of a, I don't wanna say it's historical, but it does have,
Some cultural.
yes, because it's where they used to distribute, what was the beer?
All seven.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Okay, so it's
This is about a
kind
month, this week later became a county commissioner, we'd play softball on Sundays, and we'd do the dances and everything. We'd go by after the dance, we'd have a cake, the back up to the deal, take it to the softball game.
Oh, how
After we moved all Tackett irrigation.
See, it's kind of neat, I mean, I don't know, it's a neat thing. And then, okay, and then that's all residential, of course, you see there.
Yeah.
And then where else, where else?
Where's the courthouse?
Across the street from us?
Yes. DC, C and, should be this here?
Third, was it third?
Third? No, it's fourth. No, you're right. Third or fourth?
Well, it's third, it's
Yeah,
third,
because
but in between third and fourth.
Fourth and C is the corner of Phelps.
Yeah.
Where Phelps is, so it's.
Ray, this is the vision statement.
So this is,
Well,
well, we got additions
We got additions to.
going both
Go
ways.
north and go out south. All right, so courthouse, this is courthouse square.
That's where we have our peanut fest.
We have our Christmas tree.
Even though we don't have any.
So this would be Phelps. Behind it, yeah, where the basketball courts are.
Yeah.
That's Phelps.
Yeah.
That whole block.
Is it
Well, plus the VFW church. I mean, American Legion Road.
planned road or what, because this shows up like a road, but there's no road
Where's that at?
there. Right beside Benny Menace's house.
Mm.
It comes all the way
Is that
through.
mutual lane right
It's
there?
just off right here.
Is this mutual lane right here?
You know, right where those trailer houses are. There's where Benny's Kmart is, there's Benny's house.
Phelps is what?
Electric.
Electric.
Those are electric.
Utility.
Oh, okay. Doesn't that mean road?
No, that's
Doesn't-
no
was it-
road.
It's just
Probably his
drive
road.
through.
It's just a dirt track.
They'll use it so much that it comes out. I didn't know that though.
It's closed up.
We don't, it's not a public road.
Greenhouse is for the front building.
It's not a public
Basketball
road.
court. And it's also got American Legion Hall and that one.
Where, Phelps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a skate park too.
Here's HEB.
Here's HEB, our skate park is on,
Six.
right here, somewhere. Right here.
Is that it, that concrete right
Yeah,
there?
that's it right there.
That's it, that's our skate park. Then the city owns the land next to it.
Is that,
Yeah.
are
Come on
there
in.
plans for,
Now I have to go to another
for
meeting.
Oh.
expanding it as a
You
park?
got an A on
Well,
3 of the 5.
There's no
tests.
plans now for that. All this is in floodplain.
That was great.
So
Good job.
All right, thank you.
if it was up to me, okay, I would like to put a dog park there.
You need to go.
Dog park.
Where you can, they have them all over Austin. You
You
can
bring
take your
dogs.
dog and let it,
You don't have to do it in the sink.
Okay.
But
no garbage disposal.
So if it's in Austin, you can take your dog out and have you can't smoke it. That's right, absolutely.
there was talk at one time
You
for like a
shouldn't
soccer
smoke.
field there
It's
too.
bad.
That's my decision,
Is
not
this,
yours.
is this is?
It's my knowledge, I'm sure.
All that,
Not my daughter's decision.
All that.
that's a floodplain.
I agree, but it's still bad for it.
Yeah.
Everything I do is either legal or immoral.
Now, Phil,
Too loud.
in Austin, the government's not telling you can or cannot smoke.
This
You
is-
can't do it inside the city limits.
Richardson,
Richardson.
car dealer.
You can do it at home.
But there, that's gonna be a bus yard.
Yeah,
But
it's
no
gonna be
access to
a
the back
bus.
street.
Yeah. But they make Richardson's put a road on
Only
it.
retail position, you're gonna put it down plus you.
Yeah, that.
In a floodplain. Take it out of, off the tax roll.
Yeah.
That was an ingenious idea.
Well,
Who's on
but we
that?
gotta get the other one on tax roll.
That's my big worry.
Well, I know one, you know Jack Henderson. I told him, I said, you realize you're getting ready to get annexed? He goes, yeah. So he's all right. Other people, I don't know.
That's the only girl.
You get to go to, what's her name?
I'm not gonna get shot.
Winkle Van Winkle.
Shoots at people.
She shoots them.
Everybody knows that.
I'm gonna take City to the front gate, let her give them a citation for something. I'll wait by the gate.
Well, they have a retail, they're selling stuff there. They need,
So,
but they're
bus
not-
yard, meaning that's the.
School buses.
But when they did the deal, they thought the property ran all the way back to the next street, so the brilliant idea was they were gonna bring buses, just have buses going through, I guess, and that's into the city street. Well, they don't know all the land. As long as it's freezing on, he's not gonna throw it.
And then,
What are they gonna do
let's
when they
see,
get-
But we have motels. That's what, that's Western.
Okay.
And there's a motel there and one here now.
I do a free environmental test on that one.
Motel Alley.
I mean, that all this been over
And
there.
Where does it say?
There's two.
That was all the money that was
Which
budgeted.
is the
Yeah, way more.
There's another one right there.
What's that?
Holiday Inn,
Oh, they-
Oh, yeah.
By
Oh,
HEB.
yeah, that's construction. Then you've got,
La Quinta. Where's La Quinta?
Well, it's
No,
right
this is-
here, right here.
Kings is there.
Oh, and where's Super 8?
Right
It's
here.
down here.
And then Super 8.
Here?
Mhm.
Wait, wait,
And then this.
what's this right here?
That's Richardson's.
Surely, was,
It's sure
Where's Super 8, is it right?
roadside,
right beside-
Okay, so yeah. Super 8.
And then here's another motel.
that Super 8 there runs all the way to the next road.
Mhm.
Oh, you're talking about Stockman?
Couldn't think of the name.
Yeah, the repainting shop.
There's a gas station in there somewhere.
Where?
No.
Oh, it's right here.
And then there's another motel up here too.
Yeah, I always forget about that.
This is the hotel.
Motel.
No-tel motel?
Yeah.
Rented by that,
They got that.
where the shower.
Got the
door is
ATM over
at?
at Randolph Brooks, it's a heck of a deal.
Where's the sheriff's office?
This is a
That's
city
it.
park.
Right down here.
Mobile ATM.
No, those cemetery.
And the
Here's
county,
some-
help me out with this, Ray, the county owns this too?
Yes. But they don't have access back to Standish.
Okay,
They're blocked.
this is the sheriff's office where the jail is at right here. And they own this
County.
property.
It's all county.
It's all
That's
county.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, from
This is all
here.
private from here. They don't have any access to this. This is all in the front right here is state, so they're only,
Yeah, they only have so much.
only have 2 curb cuts, this is state property.
There's a separate track there that's state, or just to
Well-
run their access to the
Park and
right?
ride,
There's a park and ride,
there's a setback.
Alright.
looking at it. But that's county, and they have a lot of property, but like he says, there's no access, but there's property there. So if they want to develop, is that where they wanted to build that?
They were gonna build something there.
They've been gonna build something forever.
What was it, where they were?
That was my
holding
biggest competition against, when,
immigrants or something? Not immigrants, illegals.
yeah, that's what we need.
Illegal anywhere. Except they're not illegal anymore, they're undocumented.
Oh, is that what it is then?
We catch a lot of them coming through, so we need someplace for them to stay.
Yeah, make them pay us. That's why we put in all these hotels.
Oh, have you heard the latest one? When all of them was, we're gonna be hung with all these hotel motels, and the next hurricane that comes through and hits New Orleans, they're gonna bring all those people, I think they're gonna leave them forever.
We may burn them.
I don't want that.
That's
What
not
happened to San Antonio?
That's not gonna happen, that's just, everybody's got a sort of good rumor, that's the one, that's the list.
Now,
She's getting all nervous.
if they bring the ones that work in the restaurants as cooks, it's okay. I mean, they need some pretty good.
Good.
School or nursing
That's
home?
that
That was the early,
early
Early
childhood.
childhood.
High school, yeah, which is now the school admin office, right?
Yes.
yes,
Adult administrative officer.
yes,
Yeah.
because they don't have that no more. For the early childhood, it's admin.
Yeah.
It's FISD admin.
Is the school still on that one, catty corner across there where the old gymnasium is?
I think so.
They own the old gym, and they own the
Yeah.
right beside it.
Okay.
I think so.
This is all retail, and my office is right there.
You never go there, do you?
The whole block, or just?
Isn't there a house in that corner?
I think.
Next to my office.
Right beside the
No, right
drive.
here.
Yeah, there's an alleyway between that and the house.
Or is that where Pollock is?
Alex on the side.
Okay.
And on this side of Third Street, that's retail too.
Mhm. And in my zoning map, it says business, E for business.
Doesn't seem to matter. Be quiet.
We can fix it.
No, you didn't.
What's the light drive?
But see, look, if you look, I can tell you like this here, look at all that land, look at that. And he's talked about doing something there. And then look at all this land. So you can see it, right?
Yeah.
This is Browns, and these are people that have their legacies. They have land from their great-grandfathers, all this.
What are they doing with it?
Just,
Running cattle?
Hang on to it.
They're smart. For ag exempt. This looks like he's growing crops.
this one is from, what's his name? Old man, cut hair.
Really?
No,
You know who I'm talking
The
about?
one that
Lucio.
died?
Lucio. No, not Lucio, the other one.
Merlin's
I
ex-boss?
can't, no. Oh, it'll come to me. Not Lucio, it's the, he comes, he's old, he comes to the
Yeah.
meetings and stuff, but he owns this land. And then where else do you see land waiting to be?
Where's the bowling alley guy?
You got this land by Bobby Ramirez?
Yes,
That's what we're right
but
there.
it's all, isn't that all his, and he uses it for hay and stuff?
It's for storage.
Jesse owns about 8 acres, Flores owns about 8 acres right in here.
Where's Angelica? Is this the apartments and that's
And
Angelica?
this is Lono. Yes,
So the apartments are here.
right there,
So the bowling alley's
Oh, it's
going
gonna be
in
right
right
in
in
front.
right
here.
there.
Yeah.
So it's just these
Two
two
houses
apartments?
in here.
Mhm.
Right on
Actually,
the front.
no, it's gonna be here.
But don't they have access in the front? Yeah, but it'd be built behind it.
This is platted as business park, where the
Okay.
apartments are at. It is platted for business.
That's their first set of apartments right there.
Yeah, he's actually got 2 more buildings over here.
I know. That's what he's saying. Irk?
Mhm. But this back part is in the floodplain, can you tell?
This old Walmart right here is actually independent of the strip center. So it's a separate building, separate deed, separate everything.
But
It
someone
has-
did buy it
Pretty sure.
for 2?
The call that I got was to put 3 retails in that Walmart building.
They have their.
That's where they should have put a ball mat.
There's a pad site here, a road pad site here that all part of this Walmart.
What's at the corner here?
Oh, next, wait,
Yeah,
this is Angelica's, just houses.
Yeah, there's some
No,
houses.
Here's a trailer park.
Bend it up like that. Swing up a bit.
It just doesn't show there, or?
No, it won't show, it's actually the
It's
trailer
new.
parks right here, it's new. Mhm.
You said that was houses and a
Mhm.
restaurant
Mhm.
and a bowling alley. So ideally, that's probably all gonna be, hopefully that's all gonna be, all gonna be retail.
Oh, yeah. And even this little piece of vacant land, this is where, was that where the Golden Chick was gonna be?
Mhm.
Yeah, right here.
What has happened
What's
to
that?
that? Who owns it?
Somebody,
Golden Chick ain't coming.
You had a bunch of people, a bunch of holdouts right here.
Yes.
When this was being developed, Walmart actually wanted to go here at one time. And you had several holdouts here and here, because they wanted access here and access here. And you had several families, this was my great grandmother's house, I'm not gonna sell it. But now they're saying, oh, we're grandma's dead, I wish I'd sold it. You know,
so now they're kind of,
now
Now they-
now they've
yeah.
come back to reality.
yeah.
So these are, they're homes in.
Yeah, they're,
Yes.
They're right in the middle of where we need to